If you are in sales and you're hiring a retention sales rep, this video is exactly for you, and I'm gonna teach you exactly what I look for to hire the best retention sales rep. My name is Michael Barayev. I was able to build a team of 150 plus sales guys. We did that in less than 2.5 years. We did that with zero money invested, and now we have a solar company that's grown. We have our consulting coaching company that's grown. So if you need help with sales, we got you. We have our investment company that's growing. We have a lot of things cooking and growing for us. But one of the things that I've learned when it comes to hiring a retention salesperson is, what is the purpose of the retention salesperson, right? The whole purpose of a retention salesperson, right? If you want to be one or if you want to hire one, this video is for you so you can learn how to be that person or have someone that you want to hire to be in that position. Their whole objective is to bring revenue to the company. Save the company from missing money. For example, let's say you have $1 million coming into the business, okay? There might be some churn, right? You have potential $1 million in sales, but $300,000 is X and out. $300,000 gets canceled or chargeback or whatever it may be. So you would hire a retention salesperson or you be a retention salesperson so that you can recoup some of that money. So if a retention salesperson is not bringing you a certain amount of percentage of money back into the company, well, why are you hiring them in the first place, right? That's the mindset. Me, when I was hiring my retention sales guys for my solar teams, I hired them because they saved us a shit ton of money because I wanted the sales guys to focus on making sales and I wanted the retention sales guy to be behind them saving their deals if they needed to with customer service and that white glove treatment, right? So what I look for in a retention salesperson. So if you want to be that person, this is for you. And if you want to hire someone, this is what I look for. Number one, they must be really, really, really good with people. Not just like, yeah, I'm good with people like people say. No, I'm talking about like really, really good. Like super good at connecting with other people and relating with other people. Very, very, very important. Because remember, when somebody wants to cancel, they're not in the most happiest moods. So you have to be really good at turning that angry person, that sad person into a happy person. So you have to be really good with people in order to kind of transition that individual from a low state to a high state. So you have to be really good with people. That's number one. Number two, someone that is empathetic. I look for someone that is extremely, extremely empathetic. Now, why is that? Because they have to learn to listen and pay attention to the other person's situations, right? And understand really where is this person coming from? Why are they in this situation? What's stopping them from being happy? Why are they in this way? Why are they trying to cancel? And when you can think empathetically without trying to be the one that talks a lot, right? As an example, learning how to put yourself in other people's shoes, that's the kind of person that's going to help create that dynamic where the customer might change their mind and say, you know what, I want to do business with you, right? Number three, they have to be extremely loyal. What do I mean by that? If they're already a loyal person to me, to the company, to the people they represent, it's much easier for them to communicate to other people to be loyal to the company and loyal to their brand. People that are not loyal are the worst retention salespeople. Ask me how I know, because I've been through those seminars, you know what I'm saying? I've hired some people that were not so good, and guess what? When they're not loyal, they bleed that to other people. A loyal person will teach others how to be loyal, right? Because that's how they are. And when you have a loyal retention sales rep, it's amazing what happens. Other customers, the customers they're talking to, want to be loyal as well to the brand, right? Number four, they love to serve people. Not that they do it because it's a positive gain. They do it because they actually genuinely love serving other people. So for example, one of my retention sales reps, who was an amazing, amazing guy, right? His name was James. He used to come and bring coffee to some of the people in the office. I'm like, that's interesting. When he would go lunch, he would bring lunch sometimes. When he would have lunch sometimes, he would give half his sandwich to Eric or someone in the office. Why was that? Because he loved to serve people. He loved to do things that were above his pay grade. He also used to drive miles just to show up to a customer, just to make them sign something. Because like, no, I'm going to make them sign in front of me so they don't have to sign through a DocuSign. I'm like, that's so crazy. Like, why drive the miles? Because you wanted to serve people. He wasn't looking for a quick buck here and there. He was looking to serve other people. And when you learn to serve other people, the benefits from that are amazing, right? Number five, they love to solve problems. Okay, if they hate solving problems, that's the worst retention person. Retention is about problems. Sales guy makes a sale, there's a problem. Who shows up? Retention sales guy. He's there to save the customer. There's a big problem. Damage on the roof, damage on the pipes, damage here, problem here, angry there. They have to learn how to connect with that individual, and they have to solve that problem. And if you don't like problem solving, this is not for you, right? So learn to solve problems, right? Or find someone that loves to solve problems, right? Number six, they have to be very detail-oriented. Extremely, extremely detail-oriented. What do I mean by that? They got to pay attention to the details. When a customer is talking, there's a lot of little details they give out when they're angry and upset. So you got to pay attention. Ooh, detail here. Ooh, detail here. I like the quote, here's the deets, right? You need the deets, baby. You need to get that information. So it's very important to pay attention to all the little details to see what's going on with the customer and how you can solve that situation for that individual, right? Number seven, they do not like talking too much. If they talk too much in an interview, it's not my guy. I want the guy that's sitting there and listening and asking questions and paying attention, because that is the true mark of an amazing retention salesperson. They're asking questions. They're really genuinely curious to figure out, okay, what's going on with this individual? And they're not yapping. They're what? They're listening. Very important. Number 8, they don't let stress or negativity, right, affect them. There's a lot of stress and a lot of negativity when it comes to retention. A tremendous amount. Massive amounts of stress and turmoil and chaos and pain. And that's why it's important, that's why it's extremely important as a retention salesperson to be calm in the chaos. Be calm in that situation, right? And if you're able to be calm in that situation, you can really, really solve the problem of the customers that you're dealing with, right? Number 9, they have to be very creative in creating offers and figuring out ways for the customer to stay by, not based on the rules the company gave them, because sometimes the rules are not meant for that customer, right? There may be a better option that the customer may need, and you have to be very creative in your offering to make sure the customer is excited to be part of the business again. So like, for example, let's say the customer, wants to pay, $799 a month as an example, $799 a month, and we don't have that offer available, right? As a company standard. You got to be really creative on getting that customer maybe to go $599 or $699, or figuring out a specific situation that can help them still stick with the company but not get all the features and benefits that they actually need, and they can still be part of the company. That's where the retention person can go to the CEO and say, hey, or VP of sales, say, hey, can we change this? Can we add this? Can we make a special occasion here? And they fight for their customers, right? Which leads me to at the end of the day, for all these 9 things, the bottom foundation is they're fighting for who? They're fighting for the company, but they're also fighting for the customers. Very, very important. They're not just only fighting for the customer to win. I want to retain this customer. No. They're fighting for the benefits of the customer. And a lot of times your retention sales reps are going to give you information on how to make your company better. There were so many ideas I got from my guy, James, because he was like, oh, change this, add this, remove this. I'm like, holy shit, that's a good idea. So remember, the retention salesperson, in my opinion, especially if you're selling any high-ticket items or there's a long process or any kind of churn in your company, highly recommend it. If you want to be that sales rep, be that sales rep. There's a lot of money in that, in my opinion, a lot of commission. And I believe that if you really learn how to deal with people the right way and help them solve their issues and make them happy, man, that company's going to appreciate you, and you will be the most valued employee in the business, in my opinion, because you're saving the company a lot of money a lot of money that come in through the company. So anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. If you love this kind of content, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, share this with a friend. We need some love and support from you guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video.